And we're after showing,
Alrighty, we got everything working. We're rocking and rolling today.
rocking and rolling.
By the way, I like that shirt you got on. Is that a polo? Uh,
Is a polo.
Ralph Lauren.
Yes.
Those are I like for whatever reason I was looking at those the other day. I was like, I'm looking for new T-shirts, and I was like, and I usually don't like logos, but that's like a logo. It's like a good logo to have.
Hmm.
And I'm watching the U.S. Open now, and I guess they're a sponsor. But
Okay.
you look at them, all like the ball boys. They all wear these big collar. They wear the collared shirts, and they all have like, it's like because you have the tiny logo,
Mm-hmm.
not the giant. It's like a giant logo. It takes up like one half of the. It takes up like one breastful, if you
Oh,
will,
dang.
of a polo. So it's like it's very. I guess because they're sponsoring it, they're like, we need to be seen, on like magnified like crazy.
Right.
So that it's like all Polo and Mercedes Benz. It's like a very all like very upscale type of stuff.
Definitely. Have you noticed like a change in the brands that you wear as the years gone by?
Yeah, for sure. But I don't. It's weird because I go back and forth. I don't really care too much because I always wear like plain. I always like a plain T-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
just plain color. I'm not like a big logo person, but like you can't wear. Remember, like in high school, you'd wear like an Aeropostale
Oh,
shirt,
yep.
and like as an adult, you can't really. You can. I mean, nothing against it, but it's like a weird thing to do. Like I
Yeah.
feel weird showing up to work in like an Aeropostale shirt or
Yeah.
like Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Those two were very big in the middle school, high school days.
Yeah.
Um, American Eagle as well,
Yes.
and then Hollister.
Yeah. Yeah. It
And
was this weird thing where like you were cool if you had, especially I'm sure like in areas where we grew up, it was like you were cool if you had those brands if you were wearing them. North,
mhm,
of course, was like a big one in the winter.
yeah,
With face fleece. That was really cool. But yeah, Hollister and Abercrombie. Hollister was interesting because I would go into the Hollister store and they all look the same. They all have like a similar kind of look, like you're in this like weird, like surfer hut.
yeah.
Is weird.
And they had like on the TVs they were playing. I think it was like footage of like Venice Beach or whatever. Like I always had waves and stuff like that crashing on the beach.
Yeah, and it's funny like that it was situated in like a mall, like all on the East Coast. I don't even know if those stores still exist. Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Um, I mean, the last time I was at the mall,
Yeah.
there was a Hollister there, but I don't think they're going with that beach vibe anymore.
Well, yeah, I don't know because it's like one of those things where it's popular with high school kids, or at least it was for us. And
Hmm.
I don't know if that's still a thing for them. Like if like high school kids still wear that, or if that's just like kind of went out of style completely. But I did
Right.
like Abercrombie and Fitch like still exists.
Yes.
I don't know if like that's a popular brand. I never liked them. I like never wanted to wear them, and I also didn't like their whole thing. Like they
Mhm.
didn't want to market their clothes to pretty people, and like all the and it was always like good looking kids who worked there and stuff. Like they were very
Right.
particular about like who worked there and stuff.
Hmm.
I did get it was actually one of the cool things that happened to me was I was asked to work there
Oh,
when I was on a date too. So it was like a double like felt really good about myself.
right.
I don't think they asked my date though. They just asked me. I think.
That's pretty funny. I
Yeah.
Yeah, I never owned anything, or at least I don't think I owned any clothes from Abercrombie and Fitch, but I did have an ex-girlfriend who bought me cologne from there.
Oh, how did it smell?
Exactly how you would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know that. I never was into that, but Aeropostale for whatever reason, like that was one that I could get behind, so I would get from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Nowadays, I mean, I'll be honest, I like, you know, J. Crew. Um, I mean, Gap and that stuff is fine.
Hmm.
Um, really, just all the generic, whatever like generic white guy thing you can think of. Like, I probably bought it.
Yeah. I've noticed that I've gone much more towards like what fits me best as I've
Yeah,
gotten older.
yeah.
So I think for a while, Express was fitting me really good.
Hmm.
And then I found like I found like they're a secret Banana Republic, and that seems to fit me very well. So I've been going more towards that, and then periodically I'll have like a polo shirt or some other sort of thing. But Banana Republic seems to be my thing right now.
Yeah, you got to find like once I find a thing, it's nice, and then you can kind of stick with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know that if I get a shirt there, it's gonna fit me good.
yeah. I think that honestly, that's the most important thing. And if it's like soft, you know, another
Oh
one I've
yeah.
done actually is lately is LL Bean. Believe it or not.
Oh,
Yeah, I've gotten into some of those, and they're good. You know what? Also, I like things that don't shrink in the wash.
that's important.
I don't because I don't want to hang dry,
Yeah.
or like I mean I should say shrink in the dryer, because I don't like the things like where it's like this one has to be hang dried and like
Hmm.
laid out and ironed. I'm like I don't want to do any of that. Just give me something that's like easy to take care of.
Yeah.
I mean the laundry is like got to be one of the more annoying things on this planet in terms of just things like in terms of just like chores. It's just annoying.
Yeah, I'm gonna say laundry and dishes.
Yeah, yeah,
For those people who are not in a New York City apartment
yeah,
and lack a dishwasher,
yeah.
very annoying.
Dishwasher is a nice thing. Yeah, because yeah, washing dishes sucks. But yeah, you know what? That actually might be the worst because like if you can't, especially if you like can't get something out and you're
Oh yeah,
stuck.
you just standing there like just scrubbing with
With
your life
washing,
dependent on
most things will come out. The worst thing that'll happen is it'll like stain,
it.
and then
Hmm.
well, whatever. It's like you
Yep.
then decide, do I want to just wear it with the stain and forget about it, or you know, it's pretty clear cut what you can do there.
I feel like that always happens whenever I get a new like pot or a pan or whatever. I'm just like when I first keep using it, I like clean it really good, and then I'm like, all right, it looks almost brand new, and then that one day you get that one stain that just won't come out, and you're like, well,
Uh,
forget it. It's gonna be stained, and I don't give a shit about this pan anymore.
so there's just like so much that you just want to like just get rid of and throw away. It just feels so good. But then you think about the consequences of that. Like, where does it go? And there's too many things. It's just too much.
Well, apparently, and this is something I found out not too long ago. New
Yeah.
York City isn't, or New. I don't know if it's New York City or just New York. I don't know if it's New York itself or just New York City, but New York, some part of New York is no longer recycling glass.
Why is that?
I don't know. They'll recycle cans
Hmm.
and plastic, but glass is no longer one of the recyclable materials.
Wasn't that like the point though?
That's what I thought.
Yeah. It's like then otherwise like you can like glass you can hurt someone with.
I would think like glass you could like out of all of the things,
Hmm.
well, the two things that I guess would make the most sense like that you could easily reuse like glass, you just melt it down and make more glass.
Yeah.
And like I could see aluminum cans because that I would imagine it's a similar process. You just melt aluminum and now you make new aluminum.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
guess it's an issue of like the energy you put in to do all that stuff and what you get out of it is all I could guess. But yeah, apparently that's a thing. At least in this area, they're no longer recycling glass bottles.
You gotta do the best you can. That's what it comes down to. You gotta if your heart's in the right place and you try, then what more can you do?
Yeah,
You can't really there's only so much control we have.
it's
Um,
true.
but yeah, there's so much I want to get rid of. And
Doing a spring cleaning, well,
fall
a fall cleaning.
well, especially with clothing, because like I only wear like a few things,
Yeah,
especially now in lock. Like there's no reason to wear anything like
right.
things I wear.
I
Um,
think we were talking
just
about
talk
it the other day, like how like we haven't worn jeans or pants in forever, just shorts all the time.
for anyone who cares. I still the last day. Wait, I could actually tell you to the day. The last day I wore jeans. It was it was in March.
Okay, that makes sense.
Um, and it was March 10th.
Okay. Well, mark your calendars, folks.
March. So we're coming up on 6 months
Oh, damn.
since I've worn jeans. That's kind of crazy.
That is
I
crazy.
don't think there's any other time in my life where I could have said that. Because like there's just no, like that's just not possible.
Yeah, at least for the people in New York on the East Coast. Like I can imagine somebody being easily able to say that if you're living in like LA, but
Yeah.
I mean
I've
that's not our normal.
no, and I've worn chino shorts like a few times, but like not much. Like
Yeah.
I should say like I haven't worn a belt. I've worn a belt less than like 5 times in the past month. It's crazy. Everything is it's all like athletic shorts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, because like that's just I need a reason.
Hmm.
I was saying this like I need a reason to not have that,
Right.
and nothing hasn't been a strong enough pull.
And there's nothing going on in the world right now, so
I
where
know.
are you gonna go?
And there's nowhere you need to dress up for.
Exactly.
There's nothing. So
Hmm.
it's a good and bad thing.
Yeah.
A lot about that the other day, how it's a good and bad thing.
Yeah. It is. Oh, so speaking of something that we've spoken about,
Yes.
on our Astoria quest of interesting folks, I still haven't seen the large man with the tiny guitar, but I did see a normal sized man with a normal sized guitar. So there's a part of me that's wondering, is there a guy walking around with a magical guitar that like when the guitar releases its magical energies turns the man giant and as a result the guitar shrinks?
Well, was this like maybe it's the same guy and he just lost weight?
Maybe. And then by association the guitar looked much bigger.
Yeah, I think it's all about perception. And
Mm.
the way you see it now, it looks. Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day because I was watching a video. Do you know the band Wheatus? They had that song "Teenage Dirtbag" in like the late '90s.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
There's a video online of them, and like the guy's guitar looks massive. It's just like the biggest, and like no one's like, is this guy just really small or is it a giant guitar? Like, and like all these comments on YouTube, like they just don't know. It's honestly, it's a really good performance. Like the guy's voice is still like the same,
Yeah.
like crazy, but yeah, everyone's like commenting like, "What's with the guitar?"
Oh
Look
my
that
God.
Wheatus on. I think it was Paste Studios,
Okay.
maybe what it's called. Their video Wheatus Teenage Dirtbag, and let us know what you think about the giant guitar. What,
Yeah.
what you think it is?
Definitely have to look that up.
Yeah. So yeah, that made me think of that.
That's
Uh,
great.
but it could be perception. Like we
Yeah.
just don't know. Or maybe he went to the giant guitar store,
Maybe. I
giant
would,
giant guitar center.
they have like big and talls. Maybe there's like
Yeah, big and tall guitar center.
big and tall guitar center.
Yeah, something like that. And it's for everybody. So if you just want a big guitar, it doesn't matter your size.
All right.
Be like, I want to tackle this thing, and there you have it.
Yeah, there you have it.
I think there's something there.
There's something there. That's an after show.
Alrighty.